I'm going to break down the best and the worst credit cards you can get with a focus on travel hacking to earn points for luxury flights and hotels. I broke it down into 5 categories from poor to excellent, just like your credit score. First, in the poor category, we have the United Club Infinite card. It has a high sign-up bonus for a low amount of spend, even with the limited time offer right now with a high sign-up bonus of 90,000 miles for only $5,000 spend, which is very low. The annual fee is too high to justify what you get when there's other United cards with similar benefits that you can get instead. The only real big perk of this card is the United Club membership, but with priority pass from other cards and the high annual fee, I just don't see it being worth it. Also, United devalued their point redemptions in 2023 by 20 to 50%, so the United miles aren't worth as much as they were before. The next card on the list is the Amex Green card. It has a very low sign-up bonus of only 40,000 points, and the annual fee is high for what you get. $150 annual fee is pretty high when a lot of standard cards are $99. And the main benefit they advertise is the $189 clear credit, but all the higher end cards I'm gonna name later already include this benefit. So there is no real reason to add this card to your wallet. And the last card in the poor category is the Barclays Emirates Skywards credit card. This MasterCard has a low sign-up bonus of only 30,000 Emirates miles, and it has a $99 annual fee. It's very easy to earn Emirates miles, as Chase and Amex both transfer to Emirates at a 1-to-1 ratio, that it's really not worth it to get a specially branded Emirates card to earn Emirates miles. On top of that, a $99 annual fee is the same amount as some of the higher end premium Chase credit cards. Now let's move up to the fair category. First, I had the United Explorer card of Chase. I actually had this card in the good tier, but in 2023, with the United devaluation of their miles and award bookings, this card got downgraded. Now, you have a pretty good sign-up bonus of 60,000 miles, and the spend requirement is pretty low at only $3,000 in the first 3 months, and the first year, the annual fee is waived and $0, and after that is $95. Those are all pretty good terms, and you get a free checked bag. So this is a pretty decent card, but now United miles aren't really worth much, so there are better cards to get than this one. Next are the Marriott Bonvoy cards. Chase and Amex both have Marriott co-branded cards, and they have decent sign-up bonuses, but their annual fees are very high. And besides, Marriott charges a lot of points for their award redemptions, and it's simply just not worth it. Hyatt and IHG have better point award redemptions than Marriott, therefore making their points more valuable than Marriott's. Next is the Citi Advantage credit card for American Airline miles. It's an average sign-up bonus of 50,000 miles with an average spend and average annual fee. It's really just a very average card in general. That's why it's in the fair category. You don't really want this card unless you really need some American Airline miles for an award booking. And lastly, on the fair list is the Capital One Quicksilver card. This isn't really an awards card per se, but it's a good credit card to have if you want no annual fee and a 0% APR for balance transfers. So if you have credit card debt on some high interest credit cards, you can transfer the balance over to this card and pay it off without having to pay a lot of interest. That's why it's just in the fair category, because in terms of points, there really is no benefit, but if you need it to help lower your balance on other credit cards, it can be a decent option. Now let's go to the good tier. A lot of these cards on this tier are actually very good cards, but they're very situation specific. That's why I have them downgraded to just the good tier. The cards in the very good and excellent tier are very flexible and can fit a wide array and variety of travel. So these cards are just good if you don't have the specific need for it, but if any of these cards meet your specific need, bump them up to a very good. First, let's start with the flexible cards. We have the Chase Freedom Unlimited. It has no annual fee, and it gets 3% back on drugstores. This is just a good card because you need a higher tier Chase card like the Sapphire Preferred or a Chase Ink to be able to transfer points to travel partners. Next is the Amex Blue Cash Preferred card. It has a poor sign-up bonus and spend ratio, but you can earn a lot of points with the 6% on supermarkets and 3% on gas stations. Now let's go on to the case-specific cards. Once again, if any of these cards apply to your specific situation, they become very good to almost even excellent. First is the Aeroplan Air Canada Chase card. 75,000 miles for a 4K spend is a very good sign-up bonus offer. And Air Canada is a part of Star Alliance like United, but their award chart is cheaper to book award flights than United, but you can book the same exact flights that United offers. However, Air Canada miles are pretty easy to obtain, as Chase, Capital One, Amex, and Bilt all transfer to Air Canada. So you only really need this card if you need to top up on miles for an award booking. Next, the Southwest Rapid Rewards credit cards through Chase. They have the Plus, Premier, and Priority credit cards. Now, these cards are very, very good if you travel a lot with a partner. The reason being is you want to get Companion Pass on Southwest, where you essentially get buy one, get one free flights for over a year. So you need to earn 135,000 Southwest points in a year to earn Companion Pass. So if you open up a personal credit card with a 75,000 point sign-up bonus and then a business one as well, you can hit that 135,000 miles right away after the bonus spend. Then you get companion pass for the rest of the current year and the entire following year. So if you have a spouse, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a sibling, a family member, or just some friends that you travel a lot with, they can always fly with you for free essentially. The only downside is Southwest only flies domestic US, Central America, and the Caribbean. This card actually used to be in the very good tier, but Southwest announced they're devaluing their miles once again in 2024 by 4%. And they had just devalued them in 2021 by 6%. So now their Southwest miles aren't worth as much as they were just 4 years ago. Next on the good tier list is the Iberia Visa Signature Card, the Aer Lingus Visa Signature Card, and the British Airways Visa Signature Card, all from Chase. So essentially, these three cards are all just the same card, but under each airline, because those three airlines all share the same award mile program called Avios. All three of these cards have identical sign-up bonuses of 75,000 miles for a 5K spend. Now listen up, if you're trying to get to Europe, these three cards will jump to the excellent tier for you, because Avios has some of the cheapest redemptions for award travel on points for live flat business class seats flying to Europe, and that's all through Iberia. Iberia is the national airline for Spain, and they have tons of dirt cheap flights in business class from the East Coast, Miami, or the West Coast to fly to Madrid, Spain. Iberia has a pretty good business class hard product as the planes are pretty new, but the service of the staff is sometimes mediocre. But I can totally live with that because during off-peak times, you can fly one way from the East Coast to Madrid, Spain in a live flat business class seat for just 34,000 miles. Or from Miami to Madrid, you can fly for 42,500 miles one way. From the West Coast, like California, it will just be 51,000 miles. American Express, Chase, and Bilt all transferred to Iberia, so it's easy to rack up a lot of miles. But if you're trying to fly a family or a lot of people, you can really top up those miles with these three credit cards. If you get all three of these cards, you'll get an extra 240,000 Avios if you hit the sign-up bonus spend. And that's more than enough for 3 round-trip flights to Europe in a live flat business class seat. After those three cards, we have the Barclays Advantage Aviator Red card. If you need American airline points, this is a great option. They have a very good sign-up bonus as you only need to make one purchase of any price point and you get 60,000 American Airlines miles. So literally, you can just get the card, buy a $5 cup of coffee from Starbucks, and you get 60,000 American Airline miles. It doesn't get easier than that. Plus, you'll get priority boarding and a free checked bag for American Airline flights, and the annual fee is just $99. This is a pretty good deal, and it's a good credit card to have. And the last card in the good tier is the Hilton Honors Aspire American Express card. With a current elevated offer of 180,000 points after a 6K spend, that's a pretty good sign-up bonus. However, the annual fee is very high for this card. Most Hilton hotels in the US run around 24,000 points for an award booking. However, if you go out of the US, you can get some award nights for as low as 5,000 points. Mainly, you want to rack up points to stay at Waldorf Astoria, which is the nicest hotel, the most luxurious in the Hilton brand. However, the biggest perk of this credit card that makes the annual fee worth it is you get automatic diamond status with Hilton. Diamond status is the highest tier loyalty status of Hilton, where normally you have to stay 60 nights a year in Hilton to earn the status. On top of that, you also get a free night award you can use every year at any hotel, and they have a lot of credits that they offer that can offset that $550 annual fee. So now let's move up to the very good tier. The first card I have on this list is the Chase Sapphire Reserve. It has a good sign-up bonus, but has a very high annual fee. This is an excellent travel card if you don't have the Amex Platinum card already. The Amex Platinum card, in my opinion, has better benefits than the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and I'd rather get that card as my premium card over this card. And also, if the Chase Sapphire Preferred has the same sign-up bonus as this card as the Reserve, then I'd rather get the Chase Sapphire Preferred over the Reserve for the lower annual fee. Next is the Chase Freedom Flex. I have this card in the very good category because 1, there's no annual fee, and 2, you get 5 times points every quarter on rotating categories through Chase. So this way you can rack up a lot of points. The only thing holding it back from excellent is the fact that you need a higher tiered Chase card like the Sapphire or the Ink for the points to be transferable out to travel partners. Then I have the World of Hyatt card. I love Hyatt as they have the best award redemption value for their points. Compared to Hilton, Marriott, IHG, Hyatt points are way more valuable because award nights start as low as 3,500 points a night for off-peak Category 1 hotels. You can stay at very nice Hyatts for only 12,000 points a night versus the similar property at Marriott or Hilton would probably cost 50,000 points if not more. Also combine that with the fact that Chase is a transfer partner of Hyatt, you can get the World of Hyatt cards to really top up on your Hyatt points to book nice hotels to stay at. Next, I have the IHG1 Rewards credit card. It's got a great sign-up bonus to spend ratio right now with the 140,000 point sign-up bonus for just a $3,000 spend. Most IHG hotels are 15,000 points for a free night's award stay, so that's about 9 free nights you can get just off the sign-up bonus alone. The other main benefit is you get a free night every year that you have the card, and you can use that at the Intercontinental Hotel, which is the nicest IHG hotel, and most of those are over $250 or $300 a night. So considering the annual fee is only $99, it's worth it to keep this card forever, even if you never use it, just for the free annual night. I have the IHG card that came before this one, that was only $69 annual fee, but I still also gets a free night, and I've had that for over 6 years, and I will never close it because that free night alone is worth 3 to 5 times that $69 every year. Also on the very good list, we have the Citi Premier card. Citi earns Citi thank you points, which are pretty flexible and have a lot of travel transfer partners, just like American Express and Chase, and it has a good sign-up bonus for the annual fee. However, I still keep them a step below Chase and American Express because there aren't that many Citi cards to rack up Citi thank you points, while Chase and Amex have multiple Chase and Amex cards to really earn a lot of points. And the last card I have in this very good tier is the Bilt Rewards card. If you're not aware, Bilt is a credit card program that lets renters pay their landlords with a credit card without any additional fees. Also, the card itself doesn't have an annual fee, so it's free to have. This card is mainly for renters, however, because homeowners don't really benefit as much from this card. Bilt has very good transfer partners and a lot of partners that you don't see from Amex or Chase, but the downside is you have to use the card 5 times a month in order to earn the points. And finally, we're at the excellent tier. These are the best credit cards in my opinion for earning points for redeeming for travel. First, I have the Capital One Venture X card here. They have a great sign-up bonus for 75,000 points for only a $4,000 spend, and they have very good transfer partners. Their $395 annual fee is lower than the other premium travel cards out there, and the main reason I'd say to get this card is if you live near an airport with a Capital One lounge, definitely get this credit card. The Capital One airport lounges are, in my opinion, the best lounges out there, even better than the Amex Centurion lounges. Next, I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. They have a pretty good sign-up bonus of 60,000 points for only a $4,000 spend, but the great thing is a low annual fee of only $95. They have excellent transfer partners like Hyatt, and you get 3 times points on dining and online groceries. You also get free authorized users to be added to this card. This is my go-to card when I travel internationally, as Visa is the most widely accepted and not American Express. The third card I have on the excellent tier is the American Express Platinum credit card. Right now they have an excellent sign-up bonus of 80,000 points, and although this has a very high annual fee of almost $700, you get more than enough benefits and credits to offset it. Now let's talk about all the credits you get back that offsets the annual fee. First, you get a $200 airline credit every year. Then you get $200 in Uber Cash that you can use on Uber or Uber Eats. Then you get a $240 digital entertainment credit. You also get a $189 clear credit. You also get Priority Pass, which is another $100. You get a $200 credit to fine hotels and resorts and $100 in Saks Fifth Avenue credits. That's well over $1,000 worth of credits for just a $700 annual fee. And on top of that, you get access to the Amex Centurion lounges, which I go to a lot. Amex, of course, has very great transfer partners on the airlines and hotels. And the biggest kicker is it also can link to Rakuten, so you can earn extra cash back and turn that into points to your Amex account if you have an Amex Platinum card. All in all, I think this is the best travel rewards credit card for all the benefits that are all travel focused and specific. A must-have card, excellent card, it's totally worth it despite the high annual fee. Now the last card, which I think is the best card overall, and it's my go-to card that I use 90% of the time, it's the American Express Gold credit card. Now you might wonder why the Gold card is my favorite and go-to card over the Platinum card, so let me explain. First off, the annual fee is a lot lower at $250. But second, you get 4 times points on all restaurants and dining out and all grocery stores. 90% of my spending is really just eating out and groceries. So that's why I'm always have this card with me and I'm always using it and racking up a ton of American Express points from all my restaurants and groceries. They also give you $120 in Uber Cash and $120 dining credit you can use at Grubhub, and that alone offsets a $250 annual fee. I'll just order Uber Eats and Grubhub once a month to use the credits, and therefore the card is basically essentially free to keep for me, and I'm racking up tons of points on groceries and restaurants. So there you have it. This is my credit card tiers from excellent to poor, and I highly recommend you get all the cards in the excellent category and most of the cards in the very good and good categories. Now, if you want to see me do a breakdown for the business credit cards, leave a comment below, but if you found any value from this video, please like and subscribe to the channel.